Betrayal or Left Behind are some of the most beloved stories-focused anime that you can ever witness. A soft backstory that later turns into a full-fledged, action-packed series of how a protagonist or a main character makes his mark, either to get revenge or to live in a world while being the odd one out. Reason why they got left behind in the first place. Today's video will cover a short recap or summary of betrayed anime protagonists who turn out to be overpowered. It does come to my attention that Orient is extremely underrated, and it's potentially all comes down to the protagonist himself. Sadly, everyone views Seth as a dumb protagonist, so eager to prove his might and skills to the point where he actually puts a local town in danger just so he can one day become the strongest wizard, which a lot of people find, very, very stupid. Orient is essentially another shonen with the protagonist striving to achieve his dreams, wanting to, let's say, maybe become the Wizard King or wanting to become Hokage. But Seth, on the other hand, is different from the other protagonists because he is the pinnacle of being an idiot as to the reason why many dropped the show in the first place. But if you do look past the first few episodes, the series gets better and better to where Seth improves his magic capabilities, unlocks hidden power, and becomes overpowered. From the author of the beloved Magi series, one of the best magic-themed anime and manga series to this day, has now come up with a brand new series by the name of Orient. Musashi, the protagonist, is an orphan child who wants to become part of the Bushi clan, a samurai force that fights the dangerous creatures whom people worship in this world called the Oni. Musashi, the protagonist, and his close friend Kojiro strive to become part of the Bushi clan, as the aim is to wield the Getetsu blade, a very powerful sword for slaying Oni, but the thing is, those swords actually have a mind of their own, as they need to accept the wielder as its master. Now Musashi ends up being unable to wield one, as black crystals grow on his body, making him an outcast to joining the Bushi tribe. Though, all hope may seem lost, but trust me though when I tell you, this is only the beginning for him. How about this time a revenge and betrayal storyline that is so good it will keep you on the edge of your seat, despite of course having some of the worst CGI I've ever seen in anime. Arifureta, from commonplace to the world's strongest, believe it or not, is actually a very popular isekai series for its good characters and its amazing story of how the protagonist Nagumo was betrayed by a classmate after the entire classroom was summoned to another world, and poor Nagumo was pushed off to the bridge, off the bridge, falling into the deepest dungeon levels to fight for survival. Now, his aim is to find his way back to the surface and unite with his class once again, but to do that, he was forced to eat a monster meat which transformed him into a different being, a being so badass with tremendous magic power and weaponry that he is now unstoppable. I believe a show like Kemono Jihen deserves some love on this list. By any means, it's not the best, but it's so captivating, especially with how good of a story it really is. Following an orphan protagonist abandoned by his parents, they gave him an amulet to wear to suppress his hungry demonic power. That way, he can control it. Though the truth is, the boy is actually an immortal with demonic power in which if he learns how to control it, he can far surpass his limits. Now joining a secret organization working alongside a few others with powers just like him, they venture into defeating bad demons and help people who are in need at being troubled by demons on the loose. Chinese animation is a growing factor within the animation industry, as I'd like to now recommend a Chinese anime with superb animation, quality and storytelling, and badass action. This here is Rakshasa Street. Requiem Street is a place where evil spirits are attracted to in order to destroy them, a place where humans and spirits can coexist together. And it so happens that an average-looking guy had a huge encounter that is about to change his entire life, granting him with his very own powerful familiar or a guardian spirit. That way, he can enter Requiem Street and fight those evil spirits. Now he must cooperate with his guardian spirit, learn its techniques, and become the strongest.
算是龙斗一阵营的，可要说是部下，老夫可比他大上个400岁呢。フルマスクルズ魔法、ハリケーンラッシュ。
Mashle, Magic, and Muscles shows the true meaning behind muscles and how it easily overpowers magic. Simply take it as that, who needs magic when you can destroy anyone if you get yourself some muscle power? In the early days, Mash was just an abandoned child due to him being born without any magic powers and was then taken in the care of an old man who lives in the outskirts of town, away from townsfolk to keep Mash safe as he trains his body by building muscles through just, lifting weights. But after, a big confrontation, Mash was actually forced to attend a prestigious magic academy and become a divine visionary to have everyone accept him for who he is. It's not an easy challenge, being surrounded by people who are so strong at magic, but things might take a surprising twist that you may not even expect.
そして柱に囲まれたその化け物は四方から重力に引っ張られ無産する。
Up next on the list we have is a classic called Kaze no Stigma. Now many have watched this anime yet despite it being very good. Quality of course may not be everything, but story-wise, characters and also action are all present to make you really want more from this series.
He's behind you!
Kazuma is born with the power of the wind when his entire family inherits the element of fire, and so he was called a disgrace to the family and an outcast for wielding a weak element such as wind. So he was just kicked out. But years later, after perfecting the wind element, he is back to prove everyone wrong. Though, things have changed over time, because apparently someone has been going around killing Kazuma's family members, and it's a mystery to be solved in finding out exactly who that murderer is. Chillin' in my 30s after getting fired from the Demon Lord's army. It's just as it sounds. A low-ranking soldier named Dariel from the Demon Lord's army is viewed as a weakling simpleton because, due to him being unable to use magic power like the others can, and he was fired from the Demon Lord's army as a result, making him no longer a member and more of just a regular human in the lonely wilderness looking for a place to call home. Though Dariel is indeed the opposite of what they thought. He may be a low-ranked being, but he is indeed very overpowered. Now he joins a local village nearby with other people to live peacefully, just a peaceful life while hiding his past life as a member of the Demon Lord's army, and perhaps now the army would want him back after making this big mistake. For a revenge anime series like none other, you've come to the right place because this recommendation is called The Unlimited Yobo Kyosuke. Kyosuke is a powerful Esper betrayed many years ago and is now a wanted fugitive on the loose. His main mission is to rescue other Espers like him being mistreated by human society, even if he must do it by force. Using his methods to save countless Espers, he will build a group and earn their loyalty to even further save people and take revenge on those who betrayed him. And now finally on the list, to close things off, we have Ningen Fushi. For any fan of Betrayal or Abandoned Protagonist, this is the show you need to watch, as it showcases exactly what you're looking for. The protagonist, Nick, was accused of stealing gold from his party and was as a result kicked out of his team, and he felt like an outcast or someone worthless until he sat in a bar with other people who faced a very similar issue to him, where they also felt betrayed by humanity. And after a small talk on how they all felt, they formed a party together and decided to trust each other and now venture off to make money. But of course, new people in a party come with, not only trust issues, but also on how they work as a team, since it is the biggest challenge that they now face together. And there you have it, betrayed anime protagonists who turn out to be overpowered. Hopefully this video has satisfied your needs for good betrayal anime series that you should check out. Thank you all so much for watching, subscribe for more content on the way, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one.